what's inside.
Hey, heard of this new crew on the Patriarch's payroll? The Desert Rangers.
Of course I heard of them. If half of the stories about them are true, they would turn us into pig meat.
I'll bet we can take them.
Speak for yourself. I'd rather die of boredom than a bullet.
These shelves are stuffed with hundreds of ancient books on survival, economics, religion, leadership, and public relations. The bottom shelf is labeled Planning for a Post-Civilized World. Nice. Hey. Well, let's just try to kill people. Ah, missed. Dang it! That sucks. Ah. Ow. Oh, come on. Wow, you missed a 95%, huh? Got another cyborg chicken here. What a splendid little chicken. It has magnificent feathers, impressive lacing, and a beak structure like something out of a children's book. The bird studies you with a calm, intelligent eye. Even its clucking is well erunicated. Wait, did you actually speak? Cluck, it most certainly clucked. Come with us. It bounces closer, the feathers along its throat tufted, surprise evidenced in its expression. After a moment, it nods to itself and begins waddling in stately pursuit. These cabinets contain a vast itemized collection of plastic cassettes for an unknown video format. Too bad nobody can play them anymore. What's this? Title unknown, artist unknown, purchased by A. Buchanan for $5 million. October 11, 2051. My dearest nephew, thank you for honoring an old woman's final wish. I'm sure the doctors kicked up quite a fuss, but not even those old buzzards would dare say no to you. I'm sure it must be hard for you to understand why I would want to return here of all places as my life draws to a close. Your generation tends to think of bunkers, we called them shelters in my day, as little more than elaborate crypts. But for me and many others, this place was a refuge, an island of hope in the middle of a vast and terrible storm. Your grandfather Abraham spent a fortune building this shelter in the 90s. It earned him no small amount of ridicule at the time, but my brother was not the sort of man who concerned himself with the opinions of others. And when that awful day came, we were ready, when so many others were not. The first few months were the hardest. It was difficult to accept that the world we'd known was gone. Abraham had invited the families of several close friends to join us, so privacy and personal space were hard to come by. But the desperate pleas of those on the other side of the hatch were the worst. They haunt me to this day. But as the months passed into years, the shelter became our new world. We learned to laugh again. I fell in love with a boy, and Abraham married up on Christmas Eve. I taught the children of the other families, and we planned for the future. I'm the only one left now who remembers those days. When I'm gone, they may well be tempted to seal this place up and leave it behind. I pray you won't, because this is your history as much as it is mine. Whatever you are, whatever you may become, it began here. You're destined for great things, Saul, I'm sure of it. Just don't forget where you came from and the sacrifices others made so you could be where you are today. Your loving aunt, Ellen Buchanan. Nice. Gosh, there's so many of them. It's just so much health. A spiny hopper, huh? I imagine that one's gonna hurt if I melee it. I almost killed it. Wasn't enough, unfortunately. Ow, down he goes. Nice, and it's dead. Well, my clone's still alright. I'll have to heal him after this is done. Can you finish him off? Yeah. Oh, great. Major Tom didn't die, did he? Oh no, Major Tom! Well, we gotta load it back now. What? What just happened? What was that?
See you all in hell.
I'm so confused on what that just happened. Let's go for the headshot on you. Hey, nice. Oh no, Major Tom. No! I can't lose Major Tom. Hey, nice. Alright, and no one died. Oh, Ironclad Cordite. You peer through the vent and see the silhouette of a heavily muscled man standing near it inside a makeshift cell. A whisper to him probably wouldn't alert the guards that lounge outside the cell. Psst.
Huh? Who's that?
Keep cool, we're here to rescue you.
Destiny provides. Good. I'm ready. Wait. Slip me some shotgun shells and I'll help you.
Okay. We don't have enough. This is our job. We'll take care. Pass some shotgun shells.
Good.
Alright. So, we'll go around the other way then, I assume is the point of that.
What the hell was all that gunfire? Nobody should have gotten here.
We did.
So you're the ones who've been shooting up the place.
The bunker is filling up with corpses. Get the hell out or you'll join them. Who's that man in the bed?
Nobody talks to the guests, and nobody wanders in here without permission. We got our orders.
I wanted to use hard ass. This bunker is filling up with corpses. Get the hell out or you'll join them.
You saying you killed everybody else? Son of a bitch. It doesn't matter. We got orders, and we don't piss ourselves at the likes of you.
Alright, we're still fighting then.
They see us.
Oh, but we get the attack first. Nice. Well, I suppose it's only right that we take out the marksman. Nice. Ow. Ow. We can finish you off. Clouds drifting west. In the bed lies a broken old man dying from multiple terrible injuries and breathing only because of a machine. His eyes roll towards you as you approach.
Who's there? You removed my captors. Good. Now, take me out of here. I must die under the sky.
You'll die. Why are you here? Who are you?
It is not mercy that keeps me from killing you. For not knowing my name, my body betrays me. I am clouds drifting west, leader and prophet of the God-fishers, slayer of unbelievers, launcher of 1,000 kites.
I was right, they are flesh kites.
Holy. I've heard of this guy. Everybody who fought in the Plains Wars knows what he did. He's killed more people than hunger.
Why are you here?
Buchanan's daughter turned my people against me. They beat me, broke my bones, but I escaped. Came here, ordered Buchanan to make good on our deal. He turns his back and drags me here. May lightning strike him.
You had a deal with the Patriarch?
Deal. He paid me tribute so that I would not raid his lands. Men, women, he delivered to us.
Oh?
Offerings for kites. Raise them to the gods.
What? Are you serious?
You think he is not capable? A man who rules with a hammer?
You are lying. The Patriarch would never trade innocent lives for security.
Believe what you want, girl.
The Patriarch gave you human beings in tribute. Who were these people?
Don't know. Didn't care. Just blood to bait the gods down from the sky.
Not buying it. Never heard about anything like this, and I hear all the dirt. At least I think I do.
If we take you out of bed, you'll die before we leave the room.
Then end my life here. Better than waiting.
Sorry, you're not our problem. Alright, fine. We'll end your suffering.
Shut off the machine beside my bed. Gods, prepare my welcome. I am coming home.
Official-looking letter. A finely penned letter signed by the Patriarch. Captain, you and your men have retained on behalf of Mr. Buchanan and hold in your custody a pair of Eastern Plains warlords. Mr. Buchanan wants these warlords to remain under lock and key until further notice, and he has authorized continued payment to be delivered to you as long as his wish is carried out. You should be advised that you are guarding two of the most dangerous individuals in the nation of Colorado. Ironclad Cordite rose up through the ranks of the Scar Collectors, no easy feat for anyone to accomplish, and still keep most of their organs inside of their body. The man is a fanatic for himself, totally convinced of his own grand destiny to rule all of creation, and he is willing to do anything to anyone to see that it come true. Clouds drifting west led a whole pack of fanatics as head of Godfishers. Those zealots are so crazy, they think that his survival has defied the will of their gods. His replacement, the new leader of the Godfishers, Star That Dreams, is reportedly dead set on finding him so that he can appease those gods by killing Clouds. Be on the lookout for them and don't let word you're holding Clouds spread. Finally, and just as important to remember, no one is to question or otherwise interrogate Cordite or Clouds Drifting West except for Mr. Buchanan himself. You and your men are instructed to keep them well fed and in fair shape. And that is all. There is no need for conversing with either of them. Your next payment will follow on schedule as before. One nation, one father. Signed, the Patriarch, Dictator, not read to Diligent Joe. So it seems I gave that dude shotgun shells who believes that he's gonna rule over all creation himself. The only thing keeping his broken old man alive is his life this life support machine. Old man chokes and bucks fighting for her, but to no avail. As he dies, his eyes find yours. They do not shut. Oh, hold on a second. Effin' Fred. Damage versus humans, plus 5%. He hates all people with a soul, so he rages like a great asshole. Okay then.
Freedom.
Hey, okay then.
Hey assholes, over here. And this is for the food.
I was not prepared for that. Ah, music.
Where my eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He's trampling out the vintage where the grapes are at the store. He hath loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible sword. His truth is marching. I've seen the watchfires of 100 serpent camps. They have builded him no terror in the evildoers of theirs. I can read his righteous sentence by the dim and flaring lamps. His day is marching on. Christ was born across the sea, with a glory in his bosom that transfigures you and me. As he died to make men holy, let us die to make men free, while God is marching on.
Thanks for the rescue. And the shells. Now, who are you?
Angela Death sent us. We're the Desert Rangers. Angela Death sent us.
Never heard of her. What's this about?
Which you might have some dirt on Buchanan and his kids. Yeah.
Dirt on Buchanan. I am his dirt. That's why he buried me here. I am warlord of the Scar Collectors, greatest slavers of the Colorado Plains. When the Patriarch came east to put us down, we gave him more than he bargained for. Stopped him cold. I know he tells his people he secured his borders by beating us. Makes himself out a real hero. Bullshit. He made a deal. Gave the Scar Collectors, Payasos, and Godfishes money and supplies to hunt east and keep the smaller gangs out.
Money and supplies, huh?
I don't believe you. The Patriarch would never do such a thing.
You wouldn't believe what your Patriarch would do.
Oh, what's so bad about the deal?
Security is the enemy of ambition. Got so used to having the Patriarch hand me my living that I forgot my destiny.
So you want vengeance? What destiny is that?
An oracle told my mother I was born to make the Wakarusa Redlegs the greatest horde in Kansas. Was going to use the Scar Collectors to unite the Colorado gangs, then lead them home to take what's mine. But the deal with the Patriarch made me lazy. And Destiny's a jealous bitch. Ignore her, and she'll have her revenge.
How did Destiny take her revenge on you?
Another Buchanan. After Liberty failed to take her daddy's throne, she ran our way. Realized pretty soon she could turn our gangs against us by telling them about the deal we made with her father, which we'd kept secret. She told him we'd settled for table scraps when we could have had the whole of Colorado. That we'd become guard dogs when we could have been kings. Which was the truth. So the gangs rose up. Star the Dreams overthrew clouds drifting west to lead the Godfishes. Let Chorito kill Slapstick to take the Payasos, and that rat Steel Trap jumped me and sold me to a bauxite mine. Now he's running the Scar Collectors. Not for long.
Huh. How'd you get from a bauxite mine to here? We let you go where you're playing, so you're looking for some payback. Sounds like you got what you deserved. How'd you get from a bauxite mine to here?
Another stupid mistake. Wasn't hard escaping the mine, but then I ran to Buchanan. Asked him for help taking back the Scar Collectors. Promised him I'd capture his daughter for him, rein in the gangs. Fool. He told me I was weak and useless. Threw me in here. Well, I was weak. I let him distract me from my destiny with easy living. Now I'm back on track. And he will die for seducing me.
If we let you go, what are your plans?
Once I take back the gangs from Liberty, I'll lead them east, away from your pretty little city, and use them to once again become ruler of the Wakarusa Redlegs, and then all of Kansas, as was ordained. But there's one thing I gotta do before I leave Colorado. Put the Patriarch's head on a spike. If you want that too, maybe we can walk the same path for a time. What do you say? Could you use another gun?
We've got some questions first. Let's just go over separate ways. We don't associate with slavers. We can't let you live. We got some questions first.
Make them quick.
How can a man who loves freedom so much be a slaver?
If a man is destined to be free, then he'll be free. If he's a slave now and doesn't think that's his destiny, then he should fight for it. Like I have.
Huh. What are those scars on your chest?
When I was born, my mother carved 12 lines into me, symbolizing the 12 trials I would overcome before I ruled all of Kansas. I've been crossing them out ever since. Once I take back the scar collectors, I cross out the 11th.
Would you get that arm?
Can't be a scar collector without modding yourself. Part of getting jumped in. I chose the arm.
Okay, let's get back to deciding what to do with you.
Can't wait.
Scores. We don't associate with slavers. We can't let you live. Huh. So I'm just gonna take him with me. Just for now. Welcome aboard. What's he got? He's got brawling, leadership, and explosives. I mean, nothing too crazy, unfortunately. Achievement: the Warlord. Ironclad Cordite has offered to join your party. I'll probably just leave him behind for now, because I don't have much of a reason to keep him around. Well,
Whoever took out the other shit could still be around. Oh shit! It's the Desert Rangers! Pull back! Do not engage! The Patriarch can keep me.
they're terrified of us.
Breaker 19, this is Dead Red calling those November Cowboys one more time. Heard you met Ironclad Cordite.
I sure did. Tricked us into killing people who worked for the Patriarch, put us in a bad spot. We met Cordite. He was locked up in that bunker just like you. How'd you hear that?
Oh, well, I've got friends all over, and they've all got good eyes.
Tricked us into killing people who worked for the Patriarch. You put us in a bad spot. We met Cordite already. He was locked up in that bunker just like you said.
So now that you've talked to Cordite, you know what the Patriarch is really like, right?
Trust his opinion. Yes, Cordite opened our eyes. We're not sure about anything now, but you and Cordite have given us a lot to think about. We talked to a criminal with a grudge. How are we supposed to trust his opinion any more than we can yours?
Well, I guess you gotta make up your own mind. I just wanted you to know that the way the Patriarch tells the story ain't the only way there is to tell
That's
it.
fair.
Is he with you now?
Nah. Why is Cordite so important to you?
Let's just say there are places where our hopes for the future overlap. Now, do you have him or not?
We need you to tell us more about Cordite.
Sorry, cowboys. Not till I can trust you a little bit more. Now, don't keep me in suspense. Is he with
Oh,
you?
we rescued him.
Glad to hear it. Do your best to keep him alive. He could really help us out when things start happening. For now, just keep helping the Patriarch collar his kids. We're with him on that. Can't have a bunch of rabid animals running around loose, can we?
Sounds good.
Although, I guess he wants you to bring them back alive. We don't care so much about their condition. Fact is, Colorado will be a whole lot safer without him. The Patriarch's heirs will always have a claim on this land, and from what I hear, they're even worse than Buchanan himself. Anyhow, I'll be in touch. Dead Red, over and out.
Yep. Gotcha. We'll stay in touch.
Hello? Red Hats? Is this thing on? This is Charlie Nose!
You don't have to yell, Charlie.
Oh, sorry. Glad I got a hold of you, Red Hats! Your old friend Charlie is at it again. I found the way to increase
us our fortunes. How does that sound? Over!
Fortunes sound great, but would you please stop yelling?
Ha-ha! I mean, ha-ha! I knew you'd be up for this. Charlie knows you visited the bazaar, and you know how important it is to trade in Colorado. And more importantly, how wealthy it is. Problem is, the monster army holding it is weak. Without your help, they'd already be gone. But sooner or later, someone is gonna wipe them out. So why not make it a cartel stronghold? With your help, it'll be easy, and you'll be well compensated for your contribution.
I don't know about that. What would you want? Why would you want to work with us after what happened in Little Vegas? Why would we trust you? Why would you want to work with us after what happened in Little Vegas?
Well, since Mr. Brygo's gone, Charlie has found himself bereft of gainful employment. But when opportunity comes knocking, who does Charlie know who's efficient and can handle themselves in a fight?
We can handle themselves in
You
a
help
fight.
me with this, and there'll be no hard feelings about the nightclub business, Red Hats. It's simple economics.
Uh-huh. Why would we trust you?
Why wouldn't you? I dealt straight with you so far, right? Didn't I tell you the truth about McTavish? Don't I always tell you the truth? Come on, Red Hats, it's me, your old buddy Charlie.
Not exactly. What does well compensated mean?
Don't worry, your old buddy Charlie won't sell you short. We just need a little assistance, and you'll be paid handsomely.
Right. I'm gonna say, I don't know, man. I don't think so. Say not gonna happen.
Really now, Red Hats? What's the point of saying no to such a lucrative proposition? Here's what I'll do. I'll give you some time to think about it. When you inevitably come to the conclusion that the answer should have been yes, you can find us in a hideout near the old parking lot, outside the bazaar. We'll be waiting.
Right. I like Flap, though.